Everybody see that y'all not the only one, man. I mean, everybody that see this sign, they're all
like so awesome.
So what the hell? They take Instagram photos on it. Glass blowing is one of the ancient arts out there. Only next to blacksmithing and pottery. It's also a craft and also artistry all at the same time. It's all in stages. There's always going to be that period where figuring out is always the stressful one, the stressful part of it. And then after that, when we figure out things, we slowly start to enjoy. And the enjoyment doesn't last until something breaks. Or, you know, the highest of high that we feel is by the time we open that annealer the next day and everything we work on yesterday, nothing break. And an experiment worked, you know? That's when we do this. Yeah. Sound like paleontology. Oh, look at that bone. Ooh,
It's a bone.
It's a bone. What kind of bone though? You know what I'm saying? We're addicted to the process. We're not addicted to the outcome. It's the only art out there. If I start, I cannot stop. I had to finish it. You know, it's not like painting or pottery. I could just pause if I'm, you know, if I'm taking a little break.
Think about it, maybe.
I had to make every little step out there perfect as is, you know. So that's what makes it a little intense. But the reward makes it go away, man. Just when you see it like a tangible item that you didn't know come from like a small gather, and then you got that piece right in front of you, and we're like, look at this, bro. And that's probably the most, like, you know, that's what we look forward to. You know, glass is such a magical material to work with for me. I could have been good at a lot of things. Could have been a doctor, man, be great at it, be a lawyer, just like my wife. I could have been great at it. Cause I just, yeah, but, you know, glass had a hold of me that I can't explain why, how, and how. When I look at it when I'm making glass, I mean, to me, like people ask me all the time the question of like, what makes glass beautiful? You know, if I see the most beautiful glasses is when I see the sun rays or sunlight passes through it, and how that light passes to a refraction from it.
I was like, what, 13, 14. Really young, really broke, and had absolutely no exposure to the world at all. And I saw my first Pyrex color-changing pipe, and I saw this thing that was just kind of magical. Changed colors, and I got high, and I was so enthralled and amazed, and I kind of saw like reflection of life in that little piece.
I've been kind of on my own for the first time in many, many years. I've married my high school sweetheart, 22 years, 17 years of marriage, and then she went through some personal stuff, and we separated last year. And so Ron brought me in here, and this just made everything go away. Actually, I kind of did it to get an outlet, to just get me back to center. Ron brought me in, and it just stuck. I have a full-time job, but this is my passion. I'm here 4 hours a week, 4 hours a day, every day, and it just brings you in. Diego used to go to my gym, you know, and he's
tries to beat me up. And he found out, no, you know, they call me the crippler, you know what I'm saying? No, but in reality, we met through the gym, you know, I've known him for a long time. Chris, he stumbled upon the shop, you know, 3 months ago. And walk into that door, you know. I tried to make him leave, he won't leave, you know what I'm saying? It's like, goddamn, like that grasshopper on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Leave, man! No, he won't. So you know what? He's here. At the same time, I rely on Chris a lot. He's my right-hand man here. Diego's our support. They're both about green. Yeah. I'm the only guy that's been double digits here, so that's 20, almost 20 years, 25 years, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting old, but I'm just trying to pass it on. At least somebody, you know what I'm saying, will take my place. I don't like people as much as I thought I would like them, but for the right people, I will go all the way through. Like this two buffoons right to the epitome of that. I mean, I can't do anything without this two, you know. So I kind of rely on them as well. So that's pretty much my forte. Ocean City Hot Glass was meant to be an open studio for my loving of a town that I call mine, Savannah, Georgia. I grew up here. I love this place. That's why I came back home to it. I get the outlet now to bring something new, you know, to the city. I mean, Savannah's known for oyster shell paintings and live oak paintings. How many do I need? Marsh, you know what I'm saying? And let's change it up a little and kind of open up, you know, a lot more media out there. It's hard still right now to sell glass, believe it or not. You know, if you go, even though it's part of the high art status and studio arts now, there's a lot more appreciation out there. You could go to, you know, it's a beautiful material, but nobody will ever pay for what we want out of it. And sometimes it hurts your ego, but you gotta take the fall too. I mean, you gotta take the hit. It's not a lot of glass blowers out there, even though it's gotten popular over the years. It's about a percentile, because not only that human beings they love that instant gratification of things, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that with glass, no. You know?
It's a hard field to get into, and then once you get into that field, it's even harder to find people who are able to like mold with.
Even as I've learned is just reading the glass, and Ron's been trying to teach us, and just reading it and learning how the color goes and when it's getting soft or when it's getting hard. And
it's a big dance, man. Like, you know, I rely on them to know their steps. Would never ever said it's gonna be an easy trade to be in. It's the hardest trade to be in, man. It's a learning curve. It takes us about 9 to 10 years just to be all right, you know. And after that, it's just figuring it out. You got your basic things, and then figuring out what you want to do, what direction you want to do. You know, do you want to be a craftsman? There's nothing wrong with that, or do you want to keep making things that are interesting? Be a little poor until somebody else really recognizes your crazy-ass genius, and hopefully the whole world, you know, wants to join you, you know. You could reach us any day. Our doors are open to the public, you know. If that door is open, you can come in, you know what I'm saying? As long as you're not asking me for money.
Yeah, that's the one thing we always keep telling people. They'll walk by, we're like, come on in, sit down, watch. You have no problem. I don't care who you are, what you do. I don't care if you stink. Water's free, my friend. But at the same time, if you really enjoy watching us here, the doors are open.